Happy Thursday, guys. I hope you are feeling good today. Let's dive right in. Went ahead and I posted this on the community tab yesterday, and it was, oh man, it is so good to see this man's face and smile in the news again. And there's a quick, like, 30-second, 40-second clip of RFK Jr. being asked questions as he walks into the Capitol, because this week he's spending time with a bunch of senators. So this is good because he is working on his bid to lead the HHS. So this is really good stuff. And there's a little quick of an update right there. And I also want to spend some time today talking about John Fetterman, because he talks about Tulsi, RFK Jr., a couple other picks for Trump's cabinet. And I feel like he has some really, really profound thoughts that seem to be lost from the Democratic Party. So I really, really want to elevate that conversation really quick. Another thing that's happening is Mr. Kennedy is and no one is surprised by this, by the way, but Kennedy's being attacked. Okay. He's being accused of committing a felony because he voted from New York. He voted from his New York address. So a lot of people have submitted complaints. It's like a group or something. And we're going to go ahead and go into that, because this article from Politico is telling senators that they should not confirm RFK Jr. And there's just a bunch of smear campaigns happening right now, and we're going to talk about it. But first, before we get into it, welcome back to the show. I hope it finds you well. I hope you're having the best possible day in the world, and I'm so happy you're here. Welcome back. If you like what we do here, if you like the conversations we have, if you like the way we have them, please consider liking and subscribing. It really means the world to me. But let's go ahead and dive in. We're going to start here. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. speaks to a reporter as he arrives on Capitol Hill to meet with Senator.
Sir, has there been any update on when you might have your hearings, either with health or with finance at this point?
I don't know yet.
Do you know when they'll start? Later this month? Next week?
I'm hoping that they do it this month.
Gotcha. And do you think that vote would happen early, as soon as inauguration day, or would it come a bit later?
I think it's probably after the inauguration.
Well, yes, but would it be further into February, or are you thinking it would be as soon as inauguration?
I have no idea what day it'll come. I hope it's soon.
Okay, thank you.
This is like, a lot of people in the comment section on this video are like, why did they even post it? Like, there's like no new information being shared here. And while I agree with you, like, the reporter probably could have asked some better questions, but the positivity that I'm seeing here today is that Kennedy is here. He is ready to work. He is on Capitol Hill. He is meeting with senators, and it is amazing. Like, check this out. Look at this. Senator Bill Cassidy, MD, he wrote, had a frank conversation with HHS nominee Robert F. Kennedy Jr. We spoke about vaccines at length, looking forward to the hearings in health and finance. So I think this is interesting stuff, right? Whether there's agreements or disagreements, the fact that people are talking, the fact that RFK Jr. could go ahead and discuss his positions at length, I think this is good. Something else that is good, I recently sent out this tweet and I wrote, 2025 is the year of unbelievable good. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because someone commented on it, and it was, speaking of which, do you report on Fetterman often? I just posted a couple of clips of him, and I've been really impressed by his reasonability and lack of vitriol. Has he always been like this? Check it out. I kind of love this guy. And whenever he wrote this, I'm like, you know what? Personally, I have been seeing a lot of things of John Fetterman recently, and I thought, you know what, this guy is actually making a lot of sense. And Fetterman's actually kind of been in the cycle very recent. Like, look at this. This has over 1 million views, and this was shared a couple of days ago by Holden. And Holden starts this by saying, Senator John Fetterman tells Fox News he is considering voting to confirm Tulsi Gabbard and RFK Jr. Check this out. This is a 2-minute clip, but it is really, really good.
Senator Warner, the chair of the co-chair of the Senate Intelligence Committee, met with Tulsi Gabbard. He said he had a session with Ms. Gabbard. He went on with a lot of questions. He's still got a lot of questions, and that we've got to we have to do a process, a beginning of a process, suggesting that there's a long way to go. Is this Tulsi Gabbard one of the nominees that you could vote for?
Well, I met with her. In fact, I think I've met with virtually all of them. And the ones that I haven't, they're on my schedule, RFK and Governor Nome. So I'm happy to meet with all of them. And that's also part of this. I don't know why that was controversial. I mean, I got a lot of blowback just, even to meet with them. And to me, I see that as just doing my job. And I'm going to have a conversation with anyone that would like to have a conversation with me.
Okay, real quick, I just want to pause because I just want to say this, and it's that, do you already see what he just said? He's like, I don't understand why I got a lot of blowback for saying I'm willing to meet with RFK Jr. and I'm willing to meet with Trump's cabinet, like future cabinet members. Like, how was that controversial? I'm sorry, but if there's so many people who are telling you, no, you actually shouldn't meet with them. You actually probably shouldn't meet with the other side. You actually shouldn't do things that actually push this country forward. Like, what are you talking about? This is how things get done. Even if there's a misalignment, you talk things through. So I really, really got to hand it to John Fetterman for sticking his ground, doubling down and saying, no, I'm going to meet with these people and we're going to figure something out. Come on, this is good. Not controversial at all.
And if someone believed everything that's been written or said about me was true, I mean, you can't possibly know me, or I think I could know her either, just based on someone read. But I want to sit down and have a conversation, and I'm really glad that I've done that. And some of these nominees I'm going to vote for already. In fact, whether it's our colleague Rubio, Representative Stefanik, or even Sean Duffy, I expect to vote for him as well too, and Brooke Rollins for agriculture.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of them I can say right now here on Fox. I'm going to vote for them. But then there's others, but that we're going to go through the process. But I'm open to hear from everyone, and I don't know why that's controversial. And I also would like to remind everyone on the Democratic side, that's the way democracy works. Trump won, and now they're going to run the table. And so they get to pick those kinds of people. And if you don't have to agree with all of it, but I want to find a way to work together on a bunch of them.
And I want to commend him on that, because that's the way it should be. Article 2, Section 2, sitting down, asking questions, understanding the vision, understanding what they want to do for the American people. And John giving them that shot, and they have to answer his questions, but that's the way that it should be.
That is so good. I love that they said that's how democracy works. Let's sit down. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about the division. Let's talk about the unity. Let's talk about how we could push the American people forward. This is so good. One of the top comments on Odin's post was, did not have Fetterman as the voice of reason on my bingo card. Yeah, well, you know what? I think what's happening this year, I don't think it's going to be on anyone's bingo card because, like I mentioned earlier, I believe this. Okay, I'm serious. Where is it? 2025, year of unbelievable good. All right, checks out. But there's another clip that really went to viral, and this is actually way more viral. This is also a couple of days ago, and it's about John Fetterman again, talking about how how he's dealing with some controversial things, especially on the online with the Democratic Party, and how there's a misalignment. And this is going to be a familiar conversation to you, but check it out. This is going to be good. 18 million views.
Like, it's really common sense. And I'd like to remind everybody that we have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of migrants here illegally that have convicted of crimes. And why, I don't know why, who wants to defend that, to allow them to remain in our nation? That. And now if you're here illegally and you're committing crimes and those things, I don't know why anybody thinks that it's controversial that they all need to go.
Do you think that this was one of, if not the biggest issue for this election?
Well, I think if we can't, there's 47 of us in the Senate, and if we can't pull up with 7 votes, if we can't get at least 7 out of 47, and if we can't, then that's the reason why we lost. That's one of them. That's one of why we lost, in part.
Go ahead.
Brett, if you think about that, I mean,
wow, I love how you was about to say, I like who wants to defend them? It was at the tip of his tongue. Who wants to defend him? And this is crazy. He writes, if you're here illegally and you're committing crimes, I don't know why anyone thinks that it's controversial, that they all need to go. Not controversial. This is based. John Fetterman out here being based. All right, so now moving forward to this conversation. But thank you so much to WRGO, Mr. Dancer. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for letting me know about this. I think it's great. But moving forward, guys, RFK Jr. out here struggling. He is fighting. This is crazy. So here's what's happening real quick. I love that End Tribalism and Politics also talks about this too. He writes, you can't make this up. The DNC is now accusing RFK Jr. of 2 felonies for voting in New York in order to prevent his HHS nomination. Okay. And I brought up one of the articles here. Accountable writes, Watchdog complaint. RFK Jr. may have committed felonies by voting in New York after courts ruled he did not reside there. Okay. And I believe that's based off this article from Politico, right? It talks about the same thing. And they write down towards the bottom, they write, not actually living in New York in the eyes of the law allegedly did not stop RFK Jr. from casting his election ballot there illegally, Tony Clark said. The executive director of Accountable.us said in a statement. Senators should press Kennedy on whether he intends to play by his own rules and thumb his nose at the law as HHS secretary, like President-elect Trump is wont to do. Yeah, it's written a little weird there, but that's what it says. The complaint continued. All right, and guys, this isn't just an article either. Like, these guys have moved towards physical experiences, all right, to protect our care. They literally are outside. Like, watch, like, look at this video. I won't play sound on it, but check this out. There are mobile billboards, right, in Washington, D.C. that are smearing RFK Jr. This is happening live. Look at the Capitol is right there. Like, how many of these are existing right now? A lot of people, we don't know, but this is what I saw. This is crazy. This is real, but I don't think this is a big deal. I want to be so clear. Like Anna Matson, she writes, the witch hunt continues. A new lawsuit just dropped accusing RFK Jr. of voter fraud, a felony offense, and she's talking about the same thing. And you know what I love? I love that kind of one of the comments here was like, boring. This doesn't make any sense. Who cares? And that's kind of what I'm feeling right now. Like, if you guys watch this channel for some time, if you've been following RFK Jr. for some time, you know that, like, RFK Jr. is not he's not new to this. He's not new to controversy. He's not new to being smeared. This has been happening, like, for the past couple of years, ever since he's really dived into this moment in politics. But even very recently, like, look at this: Politico 1 hour ago of an article about RFK Jr., Axios 6 hours ago, The Hill 6 minutes ago, right? Fox News is also talking about how what is it, physician John Green, the governor of Hawaii, is again on Capitol Hill urging people to block RFK Jr.'s confirmation. This is a day ago, 21 hours ago, from the Washington Post, the Democrats' new push to stop RFK Jr. Like, this is still happening. All right, so the smear will continue, and I think Anna Matson says it right whenever she writes that this is a witch hunt. Okay, this is crazy, but I still think we have nothing to worry about, and I love that RFK Jr. is out here. He's still putting in the work, and I don't think he's concerned at all. I do think there's still work to do, but that's why he's there. That's why he's out here, because he's putting in the work. He's talking to people, even whenever there might be some disagreement. He is still out here. He's putting in the hours. And you know what I just tweeted today? I literally just tweeted it, but let me see if I could bring it up. And it was really one of my core values. And but boom, nothing works but we're core value number 7. And I really believe RFK Jr. knows this, and that's why he is there, boots on the ground, speaking to senators day after day. He's doing it, right? And I love it. Another thing I wanted to bring up is we talk about this a lot. It's kind of this concept of following the money. What does the money say? And look at this. I never discovered this until recently, until yesterday, but it looks like on Polymarket there's even money on the line with RFK Jr. under who will be Trump's Health and Human Services Secretary. And look at the volume here. There's $1.6 million worth of volume here, and RFK Jr. is sitting at 84% likeliness. Okay, this is so it's like, come on. The Polymarket was right last time. Polymarket had like one of the best predictors of the election of 2024. So I really think this is worth looking at, because again, the people who put in this money, I don't think they're average Joes. I think a lot of people have a lot of good reasons, and I think this is very expressive of the cultural shift that we're seeing towards RFK Jr. And look at this, RFK Jr. at 84%. Like the next closest person to him is at 8.1, and it's Ben Carson. Like you guys are miles apart. All right. If you ask me, RFK Jr. has it in the bag, but he is still committed to putting in the work. So I love it. Anyways, there's one last thing that I'm going to share, and it is this incredible video because so Jimmy Carter's funeral was today. Well, I believe one of them was, and there's this incredible video of President Trump sitting next to President Obama, and they are just talking, right? I won't play audio on this, but they're just sitting there side by side, and look at Obama being so friendly. And here's what's crazy to me. Okay, yesterday's Obama, President Trump, threat to democracy. All right, today's Obama, President Trump, life of the party. All right, that is crazy. Okay, so just so you know, if there's ever these moments in politics where there's like, oh my gosh, there's so much division, some of it is performative. All right, I will say some of it is for clicks, some of it is just because negative news travels so much faster than positive news. It's just the way that this world is working right now. But nonetheless, I think this is a pretty good moment for President Trump. Like check this out. Let me see if I could bring it up real quick. I really hope I saved it. And it was, oh yes, here it is. Check this out. Elon Musk parody with this. They were like meme template, and it's again President Trump just making Barack Obama laugh. All right, and I love it. Anyways, guys, that's the end of this video. That's all I wanted to show. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think about some of the conversations that we had here. Let me know if you're happy to see Mr. RFK Jr. back on Capitol Hill, putting in the work of fighting for people. And let me know what you think. Let me know what you're thinking about Mr. John Fetterman as of recently, or should I say John the Based Fetterman. All right, that's a good nickname just because he's making so much sense recently. I love it. Let me know what you think about that. Let me know what you think about this smear campaign, or really this witch hunt, as Anna Matson mentioned. And tell me, do you think it's going to work, or do you think Mr. Kennedy already has it in the bag? And are we going to prove once again that legacy media is old news, and that the people, real people, are actually going to be the people who put RFK Jr. in a position of power to make astronomical change? Alrighty? All right. Let me know what you think about this. I will be in the comment section later today. And yeah, I hope you have the best day, and I will see you all next time. Alrighty. Episode's over already. Geez, that was fast. Well, they say beautiful things do not last forever, but feel free to watch and listen to another one of these episodes if you're interested in those conversations as well. Also, this next part is huge. Make sure to obliterate that like and subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never skip a beat. I also have a newsletter where we dive into the news, politics, and ideas that shape our future. If you're interested in signing up, I'd really appreciate that. Anyways, that's the end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you next time.